This breaking news is from India, and India's External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar will address the United Nations General Assembly later this month. And according to a revised provisional list of speakers, Jaishankar will address the session on September 27. This means the Prime Minister of India, Narendra Modi, is not expected to attend the general debate at the upcoming high-level session. The 80th United Nations General Assembly session is set to begin on September 9th, with a general debate scheduled from September 23rd to the 29th. In keeping with tradition, Brazil will open the debate, followed by the United States. US President Donald Trump is slated to deliver his address on September 23rd, marking his first speech at the United Nations General Assembly since beginning his second term in office. Let's talk to our Assistant Editor for Foreign Affairs, Sidhan Sibol, who's now joining us on the phone. Sidhan Sibol, do we know why the Prime Minister decided to skip the event and send his Foreign Minister?
Well, there was no confirmation in the first place when it comes to Prime Minister going. By tradition, the Indian Prime Minister only addresses the first and the last in his tenure, the UNGA address. That means when he took charge, and when, of course, will be the last year in office. That has been the practice. Now, as procedure, what happens is that the Indian side always puts Prime Minister's name. That has been a past practice as well. But that is done because in case the Prime Minister decides to go, then, of course, the Prime Minister gets the chance earlier. Now, in this case, it was expected that the Indian External Affairs Minister will be going and he will be having a lot of engagement. Yes, there were a lot of reports, but remember that WION had broken it first, that the Prime Minister will not be going. It will be something that is in the process of discussion, and as expected that the Indian External Affairs Minister is going. Of course, on the sidelines, he will be having several meetings. He will be addressing the UNGA on 27th of September, and also when it comes to meetings with other countries as well. Big question will be whether he will be holding meetings with his Quad partner countries, because this has been a norm. Whether there will be meeting with BIMSTEC partner countries. Of course, we know that the SAARC foreign ministers meeting used to take place in the past on the sidelines, but that is something that is not happening in past few years, primarily because of Pakistan's support to terrorism. But all in all, we know that this will be having an important opportunity for engagement with world leaders, because UNGA, we know that it is an occasion for a lot of conversation. Also, this year's UNGA will be in focus primarily because many countries are going to recognize Palestine. India was, in fact, the first non-Arab country to recognize Palestine. That, of course, remains the focus. Also, the big question, also the Indian External Affairs meeting with other countries, including, of course, US. Will he be meeting his US counterpart, because relationship between India and US have been on downfall, primarily because of Donald Trump's policies.
All right, that is our Assistant Editor for Foreign Affairs, Sidhan Sibol, with the latest on S. Jaishankar, who will be addressing the United Nations General Assembly later this month. And according to a revised provisional list of speakers, Jaishankar will address the session on September 27th.